I haven't been homeless in 14 years.
And now we're looking at being homeless.
And now we're looking at being homeless. And what scares me about this deal is the banks are the biggest crooks in the world, and not one of them went to jail. We had the sheriff's sale last month, and they modified it for themselves. Our $230,000 house, they lowered the principal down to $139 and sold it back to themselves.
You know, we weren't able to have kids. Getting rid of our animals is not an option to us. No. That'd be like telling somebody, you know, you're better off if you got rid of your kids. Work was drying up at that point.
Yep.
You were watching the tower cranes in Minneapolis go down. You don't see a tower crane over downtown Minneapolis at all anymore. You used to see at least 2 or 3. And our payments were $16.62 at this time, and we started at $15.83.
I'm a proud laborer, 563 Minneapolis. That's my union. It's the best thing that ever happened to me, that brotherhood. You know, from coming from the streets to having nothing, to working day labor, to getting a good union job, and going to school for my union and getting all these different certifications. I mean, it's been a blessing. I worked on skyscrapers and bridges and roads, waste treatment plants. I've done a lot of demolition. I've done the hardest stuff there is to do in construction. That's all I've done. I poured most of the concrete on the new 35W bridge. I worked 4 months at 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, and I didn't miss a single day. I work hard when I work, and I look forward to going to work every day. But I was homeless out in LA for 9 years. What does any good little delinquent do when he's got home problems? He hits the streets. I felt part of the streets and the street people. I would basically sleep in people's yards, and I would look in their picture windows, and I would see the Christmas tree and the kids running back and forth, and I'd cry myself to sleep most of the holidays. I wanted to have a home like that. I wanted to have a place of my own. And I had a duffel bag full of dirty clothes. And I remember my mom came to pick me up at the airport. And then when I was sleeping with my head on my duffel bag. And when I woke up, Mom was standing over me crying.
He was the first guy in AA that was honest.
I wasn't that. I was honest.
He's the only one that actually came up to me and asked me to date and didn't want to take me to coffee, didn't want to just be my friend.
From being a homeless person to not trusting anybody, or not to having real friends, to joining the fellowship of AA and NA and this and that, saved my life. Keeps me busy, very busy, you know, being a homeowner. It's also a rallying point. We've had people in AA and NA come stay with us, you know, down on their luck, trying to help them out. We've had family members come stay with us. This is
It means security. Mine's the kitchen.
And mine's the living room, the family room with the fireplace.
We made all our payments on time, from the date that, on time or early, and then the market crashed, and the jobs dried up because of the crash and the banks hedging on homes and the American dream. So the holidays came, and we got our last sheriff's sale notice 2 weeks before Christmas. Not knowing where you're going to be or how you're going to keep your family together.
Fortunately, I don't have no parents' basement that I can move into. You know.
But you see it everywhere. People are moving back home with their parents. It's what we see happening everywhere. It's not just here. It's not just us. I don't think you can throw a stone or talk to another person who hasn't been touched by it somewhere along the lines.
I feel the anger at the bankers. You know, I mean, at the mortgage companies, because
not to mention
they caused everything wrong with America right now.
It's not going to do any good to have another empty house in the neighborhood and everybody else's taxes going up because there's another empty house in their neighborhood. We don't want a free house. This is not what we want. We would like them to come to the table with an earnest offer of what they sold the house to themselves for.
Make our payments affordable. That's it.